Well, I rolled out of bed at 5:30 a.m. this morning, strangely enough, to be greeted by a cup of tea by the lovely Ingrid, because she knew this was going to be a tough day, because we got the first match of the Rugby World Cup, New Zealand against Tonga, and New Zealand won comfortably in the end, 6 tries, without ever really, it must be said, getting out of second gear. Now, a lot of you may well say, is this a chink in the New Zealand armour? No, I don't think so. It's a typical opening game of the Rugby World Cup, or the Soccer World Cup, or the Cricket World Cup. Opening games aren't determining factors as to who wins the competition. What was frightening was just how good they are. The midfield of Sonny Bill Williams and Man Nono, the wonderful pace and excitement for full-back of Israel Dag, and then, of course, Dan Carter. Jimmy Cann had a bad game at scrum half, but then I don't think he'll be the starting number 9. Suffice to say that this morning hasn't changed my opinion that New Zealand are going to win this competition. Thought I might give you a little bet. I think France at the moment are about 14-1 to win it. Now, I'm not sure they'll win it, but I think if you're looking for a bet that will give you a bit of fun, 10, 20 euros, something like that, then I think France are going to go a reasonable distance in this tournament, and you're going to have a bit of fun with your bet. For us, well, Sunday morning, I'll be out of bed again early for the Ireland-USA game. Now, this is a game in which the result is not in doubt. What are we worried about, or what is the good news? Well, let's start with what we're worried about. We're worried about Brian O'Driscoll and Gordon Darcy. The fact that they really haven't performed, even when fit, for what, year and a half? And they are not fit enough today for international football. So Sunday's vital for Darcy and O'Driscoll to get in some kind of shape to face the test of their lives a week later against Australia. The fact that Kidney has picked Jordan Murphy at fullback and Shane Jennings at number 7 suggests that Rob Kearney and Sean O'Brien are not in the whole of their health. I think it rules Kearney out of consideration for the Australia game. He just hasn't played enough football. Neither has Murphy, you may say, and you're right. But this game on Sunday will give, I think, Murphy the edge. And I'm thrilled. I think Murphy's elan, imagination, attacking and verve will really be a plus for us. Jennings, I hope, plays against Australia. But I have a sneaking suspicion that if O'Brien is fit, Kidney will go for O'Brien, Heaslip and Ferris in the back row, and that I believe to be a huge mistake. To actually give David Pocock of Australia the run of the ball on the ground, to me, is incomprehensible. So I hope Jennings plays. But imagine, great news for young Murray. Just a kid, a couple of months ago, he would have dreamt no chance of going to a World Cup. And here he is playing in Ireland's opening game. He too, I think, won't start against Australia. But what it does mean, he's up the pecking order. I think this puts Murray in second place. They're going to play an experienced scrum half like Redden, you've got to think, against Australia. But you never know. But I think it's unlikely. What it means is Murray is ahead of us. On the other hand, of course, the USA are of interest because for the second time in a World Cup, they have an Irish coach, Eddie O'Sullivan. Eddie really is going to have a bit of a chip on his shoulder here because he's going to want to show just how good a coach he is to Irish people who basically he believes never gave him a break. I think that's not the way for Eddie to approach this. But he has problems. His tight head, Pittman just can't compete at this level in the scrum. His fly half, Malifa, can't really kick to the standards that are of world rugby.